What's up, you guys? It's your boy DJ Kdot the party. I am your host with the most. I'm also quite nasty on those ones and twos because you already know I make it do what it do. Welcome to the Kdot experience. Believe this is the third episode for Was It Justified? But before we get started, I want to give some people an opportunity to get in here, get settled, because we got some things to talk about for sure. So, y'all read at the thing, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe, like to the channel if you support what we do over here. Don't hesitate to donate to the Cash App. So So how's everybody doing? We got Howard County Observer. How you doing, sir? We got Yum. Thank you for being here. Leslie, how are you, love? You doing all good? Okay. Just wait until we get some more people in here, till we get settled, you know. Um Glad you're doing good, Yum. Glad you're doing good. Hey Liz, how are you? Glad everybody's doing well. Just getting Wait till we get a list at least 10 people in here, and then we could possibly get started. I'm doing well. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. Tired, very tired. But I felt that this was very important that we needed to discuss. This actually, I don't know if some of you guys were on my cop watch yesterday. I went live yesterday. So we had some things to talk about regarding Aurora Police. I'm good, ready for the hurricane coming. Uh-oh, not the hurricane. What's up, undoctrinated? What's up? What's up? Always give vibes, give vibes. That's actually the shirt that I had on yesterday. All right, all right. I was on your live. Okay, yeah, yeah. You're right. You were on my live yesterday. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's get started. I have a special guest that's going to be joining the show a little bit. He's just getting set up and everything. Um, hey, McDonald, how are you? So we're gonna go over this video that a portion of a clip of this video that I shot yesterday. And there were just some things in there that I thought was a bit. I thought it was very inappropriate. Um, and I want you guys to be the judge. That's why this segment of the show is called "Was It Justified?" So the issue that I'm talking about, I had recorded I think it was possibly like a raid or something like that. There was SWAT there, all those type of things. What's up, Caucasian Sasquatch? What's going on, buddy? Um, I believe it was a raid that happened. They had SWAT there. They had three different agencies. They had Aurora Police, they had Denver Police, and they also had Arapahoe County Sheriffs there. So during that particular and there was maybe wait, or I think there were like 7 detained people, but 3 of them went to jail out of those 7. Um, the rest of the 4 was let go. No, you're fine, Howard, County Observer. You're totally fine. Um, Axmus Revolt, welcome. I don't know if I said that right. um, yeah. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. There was an officer once he did an arrest. Uh, I felt he was no. I think I know he was inappropriate. Uh, so he did a pat down on a female suspect or subject. I'll say subject, um, because again, everybody does due process. Um, I don't want to label her that, and she never committed a crime. So just because she was in handcuffs, so we'll just label her the subject, more like really victim. I feel, and you'll see here in a minute. Let's see. Who else you got? What up from? Okay, Hillary Auditor here with you all today. What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. Um, yeah, young. Crazy. So, um, really, really crazy. Okay, so we're gonna get started with the video. Um, I have PTP's running a little bit late. He was supposed to be joining me, so I think he's just trying to get set up right now. But yeah, so we'll get started with the video, and then we can always come back to it. Let's see, where are we at? So this is the actual video that I shot yesterday, and it's crazy. I went to the city council meeting yesterday at City Hall, and there was a reporter lady. Noticed I spoke about the situation about what I'm about to show you, and I think she has some other stuff on Gallegos being inappropriate uh, to other people. She didn't really go into detail, but I did give her the information, the case number. I gave her all the stuff, the video, where she can find it at, all that type of stuff. So, and we exchanged numbers. So, I'll keep you guys further updated on that particular situation. So, seems like Gallegos has been a bad boy. Seems like. So we're gonna make this screen a little fuller. There we go. I've got to put my headphones in. Hopefully this doesn't cause an echo, because it doesn't. We'll try it out. Just let me know if it gives an echo or anything, guys. Okay, it doesn't. Okay. So this is so that one. Okay. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'll be needing coffee. The number of good I've seen lately are few. Caucasian Sasquatch. We haven't been uploading lately. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna get started with this video, and I want to know, you guys are the jury and the judge. So you let me know if this was appropriate or not appropriate. So you guys know where I stand on it. So I'll go ahead and finish the video. Here you go. Without further ado. Locked it. Okay, good job. Can we have a female officer do that?
No.
Why? Now I don't know if you noticed, he touched her in this particular area right here. I'll rewind it just so that you guys can see. He shouldn't have been touching her at all, personally. But why not? Yeah. Double locked it. Okay, good job. Can we have a female officer do that?
No.
Why? That's part of your protocol.
It's not.
That I actually read that in your manual. Come on, dude. Have some integrity, Gallegos. Come on, man. You should have had a female officer out here patting her down.
I got the air turned up, but it gets warm back here. So I'll try to keep this window down for you, so it's not too hot. Okay?
You know that's not okay.
Thanks again. Hey, Sarge.
And we got my brother from another PTP in the building. What's up, PTP?
What's up?
No question about it in the building. Aight, what's going on? Yeah, man. I'm gonna rewind the video so you can see real quick.
Okay.
And
sorry that I'm late.
That's all right. That's all right. We see. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, can you see it? Okay, see the screen? All right.
Yeah, that's good. We're good.
Okay.
Mrs. Aurora. Okay. Is there sound?
I want y'all to pay attention to her face too, and you guys will see how uncomfortable she is. I mean, she's already in handcuffs. Obviously, she's gonna be uncomfortable, but just double locked it. Okay, good job. Can we have a female officer do that?
No.
Why? See how uncomfortable she looks? That's part of your protocol.
It's not.
That I actually read that in your manual. And she's pregnant, by the way. Come on, dude. Come on. Have some integrity, Gallegos. Come on, man. You should have had a female officer out here patting her down.
I got the air turned up, but it gets warm back here. So I'll try to keep this window down for you, so it's not too hot. Okay?
You know that's not okay.
Thanks again. Hey, Sarge. No, I'm here. I just got the other female put into my car for Jay. I guess she's going. Yeah, I'm still here.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on this PTP? What is your? I'm gonna go with your thoughts. Was it appropriate or was it not appropriate? What?
Mixed emotions. You know, if she didn't feel comfortable with it, you know, I feel like she would have been like, "Hey, can I have a female officer do this?" That, or she was just terrified, you know, for her safety. So, I feel like definitely a female officer, in my opinion, should have patted her down thoroughly. Not a male officer.
Yeah, and honestly, this is another way for if I was him, I wouldn't even feel comfortable patting her down, because you know what I'm saying. You got to be careful about that. You know what I'm saying. There's just we have a comment from I don't know R&R. He states male officers are allowed to search the waistband area of a female subject. The officer did nothing wrong, and he was more than professional in the search. Actually, he was a little bit lower than a waistband, dude. So you might want to. We can rewind the video.
Yeah, let's rewind it.
Let's rewind it again. And again, if maybe if I'm looking more into it, then let me know. But sure it states in their policy that they're not. It's only and he could have easily just called female officer in the area. Hey, I'm doing a pat down. Can you come over here? And
Now, I will say this: that the officer was more than professional with the female. Handcuffing her in the front, trying to work with her. Taking his time.
Can we have a female officer do that? Why? That's part of your protocol. That's I actually read that in your yeah.
And this area here, this is open skin. This right here, I think there's a hole right here. She didn't have. It wasn't a pocket. It was open skin as well.
Now, from watching this, from this point of view, from what you captured, again, he was making sure the cuffs were not too tight. Double locked them so they can't tighten or loosen.
Yeah.
Handcuffed her in the front. He was more than willing, to try to help her out as much as make her more as comfortable than an average person. Bringing the consideration that she's pregnant, she's a woman. I feel like he did the right thing there. The pat down though, I don't know. I don't care if it's just the waistband or not. I feel like a woman should do that if asked.
Right. Kelly C said it's not their policy to have a female do pat downs. Policies are free to read online. Well, if you can bring that up, Kelly C, since you know so much.
Or can we look at Aurora's policy real quick? Can we?
Yeah, Kelly always be playing devil's advocate and asking dumbass questions sometimes, but it's cool. Maybe this. Okay. We have something for somebody else. I want to be serious. Like she's taking this shit as a joke, and it's not a fucking joke. I want people who are really serious about this, and was it justified or was it not justified? And if you feel that it's justified, Kelly, see, that's cool. I'm not, that's your opinion. But I don't think you should be making jokes about shit like that. But Yum said no question goes to court. Does A1 while waiting? Why the rush of the officer? Right. Revolt
now go back to the no rush question. Can you pull that up again?
This one?
Yeah. Why the rush of the officer? Okay. You want my opinion about that? I'll give you my opinion about that. That's a good question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like he knew that the woman wasn't a threat to anybody, including herself. The officer felt comfortable with her. I think that's why he just did a little, waistband search, nothing excessive. I think he realized, hey, she's pregnant. I don't think she's gonna do anything while being pregnant. I don't think it was so much a rush. I think it was more of like officer safety, which they always say. I didn't feel like I don't think he felt threatened by her. So
right, and so that's what I'm saying. There was no need to
to be an excessive.
Don't need to pat her down or just have a female officer pat her down. And not only that, but you could clearly see from the pocket there was nothing bulging out. There was nothing sticking out to where that could have.
Now here comes into consideration, and I hate bringing this topic up because other YouTubers or whatnot do it. Terry v. Ohio, in a sense, right? Anytime you get put in handcuffs, you're being detained or arrested, or being questioned, and the officer safety, Terry v. Ohio. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
here's another comment. Revolt said, "I thought he was respectful about it, but a female cop should have did it." Okay.
That's what I feel.
That was that dumbass comment. YouTube.
And see, there's a lot of Supreme Court rulings from like the early 50s, 40s, 60s, 70s even, that have made the police force as corrupt as it is.
RR said she was pregnant. Waistband are naturally going to be lower, clearly. Doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. You shouldn't have been hands shouldn't even been, put her in the handcuffs, fine. And she's detained, wait until a female officer gets there. I'm not saying he was rude to her or said anything inappropriate to her, but I felt this was inappropriate. There was a female on the property. There was a Denver cop on the property too. She could have did this shit.
Yep.
And then there was two other officers.
Okay. There was a female officer there. President of the area. Okay.
I'm very informed about their policies, Kelly. So until you can debunk what the fuck I just said, you can clearly be quiet. So,
do you mind going to their policy real quick and overreading this? Their policies in general. It doesn't even have to be about searching. I just haven't seen Aurora's policies at all.
Yeah, we can. Hold on real quick.
I'm only familiar with, like Colorado Springs and Fountain. I've been doing a lot of research on Fountain after what they did to me.
Female officer. But I just don't like when people take that shit as a joke. And I feel that irritates the fuck out of me when she does a little bit too much. Okay, we'll read if you have the policy, please present the policy, Kelly C, so we can all be educated. That's fine. If I'm wrong about that, that's what I'm saying. I asked if I'm wrong about that, but don't be a smart ass. If they have probable cause that she had weapons or an immediate life threat, an officer should have waited. I don't think she was arrested at this time. Just detained because torture cuffs up front. Yeah, she was clearly not a threat. Clearly not. She was very cooperative.
Correct.
Let's see. Right, and that's all I'm saying, Kelly. See, so if that case, show us where we can go to the policy, and that. But I remember reading that, and it might have been Denver's policy, but I'm pretty sure I read that in. See, Aurora Police on Monday told 9 News the responding officers did nothing wrong, but they will look at the policies regarding pat downs of pregnant women moving forward 2019.
Speaking of news, I might have an interview with one of our local Springs from what Fountain Police did to me.
Hey, John. See, upon request, the female can ask for a female officer to search them. However, it is not mandatory nor a policy. Male officers are allowed to search a female, especially in search incidents. Is that coming from the policy, or you just read out your ass? That's all I'm asking. Not trying to be. I'm really because I'm really trying to get to the bottom of this. Like I don't need.
Because I know Colorado Springs policy said or states.
Let's see. Let's touch it. And again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I just feel like, and if it's not policy, we're damn sure going to make sure that it is, because it's not okay. I don't think it's right for male officers to be touching females. I don't think that shit is right. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, you're protecting yourself at the same instance, especially because we're in this Me Too movement. You have to be careful about. You have to be careful with the shit you say. You might not even have ill intent of what you say to a woman, but at the end of the day, that shit can work against you. You can call a woman beautiful at the workplace and think nothing of it, and you're in the office the next day in the HR office saying that, oh, well, you made such and such feel uncomfortable because you called her beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even, or you happen to like what she was wearing, or you liked how her hair was. You have to be careful with shit like this.
So this would be my debate. This would be my debate, okay? If I was police chief. If a person, about a male party searching a female party, if I think it should be something along the lines, and I was writing down notes. I could even show you real quick. I was writing down notes and shit while we were talking. I feel like if I feel like the police policy, and this is just me, if I was a police chief, if a male party was to search a female party, he, as the arresting officer or the officer detaining you, should ask, do you want a female present, or would you want a female present while I pat you down, or would you want a female to search you? Those should be the two questions. Are you okay with me searching you? If so, do you want a female officer, or do you want the female officer to search you? I think those should be two questions asked by a police officer.
Honestly, to tell you the truth, I didn't. When I was being patted down, matter of fact, my first arrest, I didn't even feel comfortable when a female officer patted me down. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, yeah. I was in a relationship at the time, and I just felt like there was a male officer right there. He should have patted me down.
Correct.
He was in the same room. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And I just feel like that's a bit of a double standard. I was just like,
Yeah, and you've had handcuffs on you. You know, they're uncomfortable either way you look at it. Double handcuffed from behind, handcuffed in the front, right. Double handcuffed in the front. You know, handcuffs are not comfortable at all. Even when they're loose, you know, because you try to move your body and then it's on your bone, on your wrist. It's not fun. Now, again, I will say this about the male officer involved with this. I think he did the best he could to his ability with his job title, trying to be reasonable with her, to work with her. And I give credit where it's due, you know me, DJ. Handcuffing her in the front, taking his time, making sure they're not too tight. He double locked them so they couldn't tighten up on her.
Right.
He wasn't excessive on the search either. It was just a simple feel around. It wasn't like he was, it's not like he took his time feeling her, or he just quick around the hips and that was it. But the question is, was he only like that because you were there? What if he wasn't there? Would she would have been handcuffs in the back? Would she would have been searched more than just her waistband? or what she
Right.
would have been roped.
Okay, so it came. I googled Aurora Police Policy on pat down search.
When it
Oh,
comes
this
to
is
female,
so this was the one that old dude was talking about. Woman feels violated after officers pat her down, and this is what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying, like, and I'm trying to help the officer as well. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see. Okay. Okay, suspicious calls, public APD member response. Okay, okay. During consensual contacts, blah blah blah. Okay, well, I didn't say anything about that over here. Okay, you. Let me see. Damn it, I don't know why. Alright. What the? All right, we'll just go to here. Director's manual. So. They have the duty to intervene, suspicious calls, coordination, or emergency. Let's go to the table. Content. Jane, you there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, there you go.
my bad. I got
There you
booted
go.
out. I got booted out. Sorry.
Oh, okay. You good.
Here, I'm gonna read some of the comments real quick. Bear with me.
Yeah. Can you keep up with the comments? I'm trying.
What's up, Toe for Life? UN says agree with PTP. Toe for Life. So what's up, Kdot?
What's up, Toe for Life?
Howard County Observer. I have to get ready for work. DJ PTP chat. Have a good day. You too.
Case manager, potential crimes, interviews, duties, responsibilities, goals, objectives, stakeholders. Okay.
The people in news police are bypass laws. I don't work for places and policies. Okay. McDonald, what's up?
Let me see. Maybe it's on here.
News videos about it.
Force incident investigation procedures, case management.
RR says this. You ready?
Huh?
RR says there is not enough female officers employed. Officers in every agency.
That's
especially
true.
in major cities. For them to search every female subject is to carry guns and drugs too.
You have a point, but at the end of the day, especially what climate that we're in, we've heard so many cases of women being mistreated in custody.
Now watch this. Not only in custody, but what about the cop that was in Oklahoma City that had over 12 dozen sexual assault charges that he was facing from rape, um, grooming. You know, he was pulling women over and raping them.
Right. Right.
And this was a cop in Oklahoma City that just got sentenced a couple years ago for 300 years in prison.
The
There's
2019 video was even more ridiculous and had a female officer just standing by while it was going on. Right, I think I do remember that video, and the female, and that's even worse. Like,
well, wasn't there a female officer present with this one too? So,
a Denver cop was, I don't know if she had left the scene, but there was 2 female officers. There were 2 Denver PD officers there, but I think they might have had left the scene already, possibly.
So we know there was 2 female officers, right? So
I don't think they would have been too far from the area.
That's what I'm saying. So RR is saying about, there's not so many there's less females. Well, then this isn't relevant to this case, right? Because they were already at that scene. So therefore, they're in that sector, that area.
So I'll let you guys be the judge. All right. So all right, we'll just vote it out. Let's see. 1 for justified pat down. Again, I thought, I didn't think he was not professional. He's the one who gave me the number. He gave me the incident number. He gave me his badge number, all that type stuff. But again, all right. So 1, if it's justified as far as him patting her down. 2, if it's not justified. 1, if it's justified for her being pat down. 2, unjustified.
Was this in Denver or Aurora?
This was Aurora. This is Aurora PD. Yep.
But what county was it in? Was it Denver County or Aurora County? Since there was Denver Police.
Well, no, it's Arapahoe County.
Okay.
There are 3 different agencies. There's Arapahoe, Denver, and then Aurora. Aurora. So we got 2 from Liz, 2 from Diesel for We the People News. So 1, if it was justified. 2, if it was unjustified. El Ramirez says 2. Ramona says 1. Okay. I think it was justified that she. I think it was justified that she gets a pat down, assuming she's being arrested, but I don't think it. So okay, so which one is it? Is it, as far as the pat down, just in general, was it justified or not? Kelly C says 1. Ramona says she does say 1. So we have 2 1s so far. 3 2s. We have another 2 saying it was unjustified. She should have. I don't know. Read this correct. She should have the option of a female. Yes. He should have at least look. Here's the thing. This is how I would have stated it. If you want to go on the pat, hey, would you rather have a female pat you down, or are you okay with me patting you down?
And that's what I. Yep, that's exactly what I said.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you comfortable with me patting you down,
or
because
even
then
the sole purpose of like, hey, are you comfortable with me patting you down? And if I pat you down, would you like another officer to be present, male or female, or do you want a female to do it? You know, there could have been so many ways around this.
John said if this was a Terry Chris, that would be one thing, but they should have a woman officer do the pat down. Okay, so that's another two. Diesel says they must have the legitimate fear for the pat down, not fake fear. Okay. Two, I agree. She should have had the option. Yes. So it looks like the twos are outweighing the ones. Again, she was going to jail. There's not pat. Again, she was going to jail. There is not pat down as she is now under arrest. She is arrested, so it is now a full search incident.
That's wrong. That's wrong, and that is wrong. I fully disagree with that. How do we know that she wasn't just being detained? We don't know if she was arrested or not. That's his assumptions at that point. Now, DJ, look at it this way, right? Because you know I always look at the bigger picture, right? I always look at the bigger picture. Now, let's say it is his policy that there's nothing about a male officer searching a female, right? Or whatever. Let's say there's nothing, okay? So, how can we say it was an unjustified search if he was following his policy?
If you say that one more time?
Now, look at it this way. You know I like to look at everything at a bigger picture, right?
Right.
So let's say there's nothing about Aurora's policy, police policy, saying a male officer can't search a female, okay? Let's just say that. There's nothing on it, no topic about it, okay?
Okay.
So how can we criticize this cop? This is a what if. Why would we be saying that he did something wrong when he knows no better because his policy doesn't say it or he wasn't trained? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Then it would be obviously it would if there isn't any policy written on it, then obviously management failed him tremendously.
Correct.
And,
so we don't blame the male officer. We would blame the chain of command, the police chief, and say, hey, you need policy change.
But we're not saying that there isn't a policy either, because I couldn't find, but I didn't see any type of policy saying that he's allowed to search.
But I'm saying, let's say there is none, right? Then that's when we have to focus on the police department and say, hey,
we need to get this changed
now.
So, yeah, immediately. Because, and not only that, it's also in the protection of it's also in the protection of the officer as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're there. You know what I'm saying? We're there to, again, I'm fair. I'm very fair. So I know me personally, I would not be wanting to pat her down. Absolutely not. Because that can always work against me. And not only that, I don't feel comfortable. That's probably why I never probably worked for TSA, because you got to pat people. I don't do that shit. Like
not only that, if you wasn't there, body cam only shows so much in front of you. When you're searching someone, it really doesn't show that. So it would be your word versus her, and your word's going to be more powerful because you're a cop. What if she says, "Oh, you grew me, you touched my boobs," or
exactly
me somewhere else? The body
exactly because that's I know female cops also they do they graze right here, like underneath the chest too. When they search, because she can have a weapon in her bra or whatever, or they do this as well. So that's why I think it would be not only morally correct to do and responsible to do, but safety wise, they're always talking about officer safety. A female, who knows a female better than a female? you know, of where they can hide stuff at. You know what I'm saying? And it would be a female officer.
Go back to the prison pocket. No.
So it's just, I mean, fuck. I mean, they're not having. And I worked in the corrections, and we never searched a fucking female ever.
You know, I was a cop in the military, and I never searched a female.
And I wouldn't either. I wouldn't even the fuck, like, because you have to do advanced searches, especially in the prison population. You have to do, you know, they gotta cough and they gotta look in your booty, all that type stuff. It should be a female doing that, you know, doing those extensive searches. Period. I do not agree with a male cop touching on a female pedestrian or citizen. I just don't. And not only that, I'm not calling her a suspect because we don't know. She has not had due process yet. We don't know if she committed a crime or not. She's just in handcuffs. Now, they did transport her to jail. So we're going to go with she was arrested.
Or they could have transported her to the police station for questioning. You know, maybe she was a witness.
That's true. That's true. That's very true. That is very true. So we don't know if she was arrested. So you're absolutely right. That's a great point. So until we get that, until we get the report, you know, we'll leave it at that. But it seems like most of the people said it was unjustified of him touching her, and I would agree with that because I'm sorry, we're living in a Me Too movement. I am not risking my career. I'm not wanting to make her feel uncomfortable because I want to make sure, because you're responsible for the care of the person that's in custody, that's in your custody. You're responsible. So indirectly, criminal or not, they're still your customer. They're still indirectly your customer, and you have to make sure that they get to their destination, point A to point B, safely.
Unlike what they did in Greeley, Colorado, with that woman in the back of the cop car. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
But you know, all these, you know, troll channels won't talk about them. Fuck the police messing up on that one, right?
You said what now?
But all these troll channels that talk so much shit, but won't debate someone on, you know, on a platform. They're you know, the cops are never wrong, but they will never see them saying the cops fucked up tremendously by letting that woman almost die in the back of that cop car.
Right. And if there is a policy, and like I said, Kelly C was saying she was acting like she was reading from the action. I'm gonna show me where it's at because I can't find it. So, and we looked, and there's nothing stating that a male officer can search a female citizen while in the custody of arrest or detainment or anything like that for a simple Terry pat down. There's nothing in there that says that. But and then if there is, definitely I'm going to be, and I'm going to have other people working on making sure that that is changed, because that is not okay. I'm not going to stand for it.
You know, and this is the reason why I look at bigger pictures, right? Mm-hmm. Is not only do I have a activist mindset of, you know, police brutality and we need to make change, right? Because I'm not anti-cop. I'm far from anti-cop. There's good cops out there.
Pro accountability.
I'm anti-bad policing, right? Bad policing and bad officers.
Right.
Now, I was a cop for 4 years of my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I served in the military and I was a cop for 4 years of my life.
Right.
So I look at the bigger picture. You know, I see it from the cop's perspective, and I see it from the, you know, the person being detained or arrested, and I see it from the journalist side. So I look at everything, you know, and I try to pinpoint, you know, I'm open-minded. I'm willing to talk to people. I'm willing to try to get your opinion and understand what you feel like, but I'm also going to state mine and what I feel like, and I see it from, you know, all points of view.
Right. And here's the thing. I believe in gray areas. Don't get me wrong. I don't think everything should be black and white. You know what I'm saying? I think we have the black and white so that there can be grace as far as gray areas. But nothing to the fact to where it still violates someone's rights. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm all about, just like the other day, you know, I'm all about you guys catching the people who, you know, are stealing vehicles in our neighborhood. I'm all about that. But everybody deserves due process, is what I'm saying. That man, that young man shouldn't have been. He should have been seeing a judge, not his maker. You know, and that's the issue that I have with, you know, and and I'll keep tabs on that story, by the way. Um, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you can still administer and complete your investigation with moral integrity. You know, you don't have to violate someone's rights to do that. You know,
Yep.
you just don't, and that's not room for gray area. That's totally off the spectrum.
Exactly.
Um,
And that's why I was like, this male officer, you know, he could have been he could have went by policy, right? And this is my cop mindset, you know, and I hate having it still. I'm trying to get away from that. You know, I'm trying to get away from that. But it's a hard thing because that's what you're trained, you're brainwashed to do that, right? But
right.
my cop mindset is he could have went by a strict policy, right? By what's written down in his handbook and said, you know what? Even though you're pregnant, I'm still going to handcuff you from behind, right? And I'm going to do as much as I can because this is what my handbook says. But he didn't do that. He went a little above and beyond and was like, you know what? I'm gonna put you in the front of the handcuffs, okay? I'm gonna make sure they're the right way. I'm not gonna make sure they're too tight. I'm gonna double lock him. He went by the book, but went above and beyond.
Right. Like I said, I think, like, again, he, and with this is where we also had a bit of a disconnect, and I didn't show this in the video, but he started giving me directives, saying he actually came up to me. He was just like, "You're KDOT, right?" And super cool, you know, gave me the incident number, gave me his card as far as his badge and his name. He actually verbally stated it, which was good, which was great. And then he just had to give me fucking directives. Oh, could you not stand behind me? I wasn't even. I was like maybe 8 feet from this cat. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you know I don't have any fucking weapons on me. I have both my hands on my phone, on my cell phone. You can clearly see them. I said no, we're not gonna do that game. It says deal for We the People News. If you take me to jail before seeing the magistrate, that is a violation of due process, because a cop cannot make legal determination of probable cause. I would agree. Um, El Ramirez says it should be only in emergencies a male should be able to pat down a female if it's a threat. I agree with that. I agree with
I can
that.
agree with that.
I can agree with that 100%. But this was not an intense situation. Everybody, and the people who saw the live yesterday, everybody in that live, as far as who was in handcuffs, were completely cooperative, did not even remotely look like they were gesturing in any type of threatening way at all.
And that's what I was about to say.
If anything, they were talking too damn much. So
that's what I was about to say. She didn't show any signs of aggression. She was calm,
no,
collective,
she was calm and collected,
respectful, quiet. Yes, sir. No, sir. Type of demeanor. You know, and you know, and that's what they teach you in the academy. You know, those are the type of people you treat more with more respect, right? The ones that
Thank you, Liz.
The ones that are cooperative with you, right? Yes, sir. No, sir. And that makes you feel good as a cop, right? And this is the things that train you, you know, is look at body language, look at the demeanor. When you're out here, you know, yelling at them, even though you're allowed to do it, the cop's like, you know what? Fuck you at this point. You know, I'm going to treat you just the way you're treating me.
Right.
But then you could be normal like this woman is, and they're still going to rough you up like they did me and Fountain. I was like, hey, you know, I'm not going to give you my name. I was all calm. You know, I'd never raised my voice. I was polite, and look what happened to me, right? Because I didn't bow down.
Exactly. And we're actually we should actually go ahead and take a look at your video as well. We don't have to ask the question if they're justified on it. So it seems like when we had voted, it seemed like mostly majority you said it was not justified. So um, and PTP, what was your stance on it? You said not justified or justified?
I say, it was justified, but it wasn't. Okay, so this is what I mean by this. Okay, so listen, it it was justified of him putting her in the handcuffs in the front. Him being cordial with you, besides kind of giving you directive, like giving his name. You guys talking. That was cool, right? He didn't have to do that. He could have basically, told you to fuck off and left it at that. So that's how every police interaction should go, right? Well, with auditors, with cop watchers, calm, collective. Boom, just do your job. Be cool. I won't talk to you. You won't talk to me. Now, him patting her down, it is policy. Anytime you put someone in handcuffs, it is policy to make sure they don't have, a firearm or whatever the hell that could be used against you, right? Especially when you're transporting someone to jail. So him patting her down, I don't agree with. If another officer was there or a female, if he would have asked, I would have been okay with it, right? Because it has to be done. It has to be done.
So I guess on, let me be more specific on the actual pat down procedure.
No.
Was it justified or not justified?
No.
Okay. I think everything leading up to that particular part, I think he did great. I think all officers did great. No, everybody, they allowed me to record. Nobody said, "Hey, you can't record," or step back. Or like I said, it was only Gallegos that said, "Don't stand behind him." But fuck you, I'm not gonna do anything to you. And especially, I mean, why the fuck would I record it? That'd just be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and take your gun out of here, as I'm recording it. That's fucking dumb. Like, shit. Like, common sense ain't common to everybody, I guess.
And now, there has been incidents where, they did a full pat down on people, right? But then they get, they get back in the cop car, and the next thing you know, the cop gets shot because there was a woman, or either one, dude or a woman, still had a gun that didn't find. It's just like, so you
Exactly.
you got shot. Whose responsibility is that? That's you on the officer for not doing your job correctly. Now the guy that shot you or the woman that shot you, yeah, they're responsible too, but it's 50-50. That's the way I look at it. You let yourself get shot because you didn't find it. You wouldn't have gotten shot if you would have actually found the firearm. And there's plenty of videos.
Let me be clear, R&R. I never said it was a law. I said policy. Never said it was a law. State federal laws do not require an officer to be the same gender as the person being searched. Officers must be able to articulate the need to search a person of the opposite gender. He did not do that. So I want to be clear, he didn't do that either. So never stated it was a law. I said policy. There was no policy stating that he could do it. I didn't see it in any policy. I want to be very clear on that. Again, appreciate your opinion on that, but I never stated law. It was against the law for him that he should be locked up and all. That's not what I stated. And I don't. And here's the thing: I don't even know why you would even fucking defend this shit anyway. Because again, if you really think about it, I'm also looking out for the officer as well, the male officer as well, so he does not get himself in trouble. Why even walk in a den full of lions if you know that you're gonna get bit?
You know why? You know why? Because cops get away with shit. That's why. That's your fucking answer right there. That's your answer right there. Because cops been doing shit like this for so long, right? And they get away with it. It's his word versus hers because there's nothing documented. And that's why a lot of cops hate cameras.
Right. All right, so we're gonna get to the next. Most of the people said not justified. So, I appreciate everybody's opinion. Like I said, I don't take this shit as a joke. So people were joking about this. I don't really, don't appreciate that at all. Let's see. We're gonna on to your video, PTP. So you want to explain a little bit before we get into it?
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Oh, sorry.
all right. Can you give me like 2 minutes real quick? I gotta use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. So as he relieving himself, but yeah, I just I don't like shit like that, man. I just stay away. Like, look, if you shouldn't be doing it, don't do it. That's how I feel about it. You know, I just I ain't with it. Not with it. Not for it. Not about it. So, if you don't like my opinion on that, don't give a shit. I think it's wrong. You shouldn't be a male officer patting down a female subject. That's just me. I'm not gonna fucking do it. I don't feel comfortable doing it. I'm not gonna do it. So I don't want her. I don't want to make her feel uncomfortable or any type of way. And I don't want to be put in a position where I can be possibly accused of doing something inappropriate with her. So, and not only that, I don't think he even had his body cam turned on, if I'm not mistaken. So, he better be thanking me on that one, that I was recording. But up to, like I said, up to the as far as him putting the cuffs on and everything, I think he did really good. But as far as the whole pat down, I don't agree with it. I didn't like it. And not only that, you can actually see on her face that she was uncomfortable. So,
Okay, I'm back.
all right, you ready?
Yes, sir. All right. So let me give you the gist of what happened.
All right.
So, I seen on the news about 2:30 p.m. September. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, you kind of broke up. Go ahead.
Okay. I believe it was September 13th of this year. I was watching the news, and there was something about a standoff in Fountain, Colorado, which is about 10 to 20 minutes south of me, so not far at all. Okay, it's a military town. Fort Carson is so a lot of military guys or military men and women live in Fountain. It's a really, really, really low crime rate city in the state of Colorado. It's actually one of the lowest top 5 lowest crime rates in the state of Colorado for the city. It's a military town. It's not that big, but it's still in El Paso County, which is the county Colorado Springs is in. El Paso County is the biggest county in Colorado. Okay.
Right.
It holds over 800,000 people in the county.
Okay.
And there's 12 cities, I believe, or 12 towns. But that's besides the point. So I'm watching the news. I seen that there was a standoff in Fountain. Okay. So I text DMA, I text Sweet Tail, I was like, hey, you guys want to go to this? And they're like, no, if anything happens, let me know. I was like, okay. So I ended up not going until later on. I watched the news about like 6:30, and it was still ongoing. And this has happened since like noon. Okay, so this is like 4 hours down the road. And I was like, fuck, it's still going on.
Right.
This must be serious. So I get my car and I drive down there. I get down there about 7:15ish. Okay, started live streaming it. or whatnot. And I get on the sidewalk. I seen the mainstream news there. I don't hang out with them. They give nothing but false narratives, false hope, and they try to divide the people. Okay, I don't like mainstream news.
Right.
So I'm on the opposite side of the sidewalk from where they were. You know, they're a little bit back, and I get as close as I can to the police car. I was on the left sidewalk, and I was a good 25 to 50 yards away from the patrol car. A young cop gets out with his AR-15, starts walking to me, and my live stream buffered, so I jumped straight over to static because I was not going to get what he was going to say to me, not on film.
Okay.
And he was like, "Hey man, I don't want you standing here, you know." And I was like, "Well, listen." He's like, "I want you to go with the media." I'm not part of the media. I'm an independent journalist. I have nothing to do with it. He was like, "Well, it's for your safety. You're in plain sight of the house or something like that. You're in danger of where you're standing. So you put caution tape up, and I'll respectfully move. But until then, I'm respectfully denying." Okay, I was polite to him. So he did a little walk of shame, went back to his car. Okay, he wasn't rude or nothing. He never really tried pushing the facts. You know, once I said no, he respected it and left. Okay. Well, there was a woman walking. She was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know who this woman is. She's elderly. She's got house slippers on and a nightgown." Okay. And she's crying. She's upset. So I'm talking to her. She said, "Listen, it's my son they're looking for. He's not home. I told him this." She starts crying. Whatnot. She's like, "Do you got a cigarette?" So I give her a cigarette. Okay. And so she's upset. I'm trying to calm her down. I got her calmed down. And the cop that told me to move or whatever, she's talking to him. I walk up and the cop tells her, "Hey, they're wrapping everything up. Once they leave, you're good to go home." Okay.
Right.
She's like, "Okay." She starts crying because some guy comes out and he was live streaming on TikTok. He had a good view of it. And he was like, "I'm letting you know that they destroyed your house. Like they tear gassed it, whatever." So she starts worrying about her cats. She's old. She's 68, right. 67, okay?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of health problems, but that's besides the point. So the cops left, and she was like, "Hey, do you mind documenting my house?" So there was no more cops, like no more. They were all gone. So I in my live stream, I went in the house, and I was like, "Holy fuck, I can't breathe in here. This is nothing but tear gas. There's still smoke in the air. It's bad, okay?" So I was like, "Hey, let me go get my gas mask from my car, because I always have a bulletproof vest and I always have a gas mask in my car, because what I do is dangerous. You know what I mean? And you never know in situations. You know what I mean?" So I go grab a gas mask. I come back to her house, and again, there's no cops. Her and I were talking for a few minutes, and I put my gas mask on, and I go inside the house. I'm taking video, okay? I'm taking video static. I'm not live because there was no cops.
Okay.
So I'm static. I'm coming down the stairs to go outside the house, and then I see two found police officers. Sergeant Andrew Anderson with the Fountain Police Department, and Patrol Officer Ivan Rodriguez, which I sent you the pictures of. If you want to use that would be great. I take my gas mask off, because I'm no longer in the house. And Ivan Rodriguez starts like, "What's your name? What's your name?" Just immediately hostile with me. The women are screaming. I would be upset too. Your house is destroyed. It's not livable. It's $65,000 damage that the police caused. Right? It's tear gas to hell. They tore up mattresses. They cut open furniture. They destroyed everything. And they're screaming at them because they're upset with Fountain Police at this point. So I'm telling them to calm down, whatever. I'm de-escalating the situation. I was never hostile. I was never aggressive. I was never raising my voice. He kept asking me, "What's my name? What's my name?" And I kept peacefully denying, like, "I have committed no crime. I'm not going to give you my name." And then Officer Rodriguez says, "Well, you got two options. It's going to go your way or my way, and you're not gonna like my way. And he kept staring me up and down, and I had a feeling that he was gonna do what he did, and he ended up doing it.
Right.
Well, I was detained for approximately 10 minutes. The handcuff on my right hand was so tight that it cut off the circulation of my hand. My hand went numb. And there's the video for you.
So did he double lock? So I'm assuming he didn't double lock the cuffs.
No, not at all. He straight tackled me. My whole left side hit rocks in concrete. I hit my head on the concrete. I hit my shoulder on the concrete.
Oh shit.
I was complaining about my shoulder being hurt. I've had 2 shoulder surgeries from prior injuries from the military. I told him, I was like, listen, man, I'm fucked up. You know, I'm a disabled veteran. And he was like, I don't care. You're a soldier. Deal with it.
Wow.
And I'm tearing up, and he was laughing about it. He was like, you hurting? I was like, yes, I'll give you my name. I'll give you my name if you take the handcuffs. He's like, no, we're going to do it my way. I'm going to take you to the police station and get your fingerprinted. And I was like, no, I'll give you my fucking name. Take these cuffs off of me. And they were laughing about it. You know, they were joking about it. And they said I was aggressive. They said I looked like I was trying to get out of there. And they said I fit the description of the person, the subject that they were looking for. I looked nothing like the guy. Nothing like the guy.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and play the video. This is a PTP, and he was actually assaulted by what police department agency is it?
This is Fountain Police Department.
Fountain Police Department.
Still in the same county I live in, just 10, 20 minutes south of where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. All right. So here we go. Without further ado.
Okay. So I'm not going to stand here? Okay. Well, if you pick caution tape up, then I'll move. But walk of shame. He wants me to stand over here, but I'm good. There's no caution tape. I'm well within 50 feet of the police car from where his patrol vehicle is.
Wait, that was mainstream media, right? PTP? Police to put. Can you hear me? I think you're on mute. You're on mute. Okay. Back to the video.
Okay, I'm still here. Sorry. I was muted. What'd you say?
So that was the lamestream media, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so question: when you were slammed, were they in that area too?
No, all of them were already gone because it was over.
Okay, so got it. Okay, I was just making sure because I'm like, it should have been able to capture that. But okay.
So they were watching the house. The cops were.
Okay.
About a block over. So when they see me walking with my gas mask back to the house, and I went in the house, that's when they pulled up because they said I was the suspect, but I wasn't.
Oh, wow. Well, all right. Well, there you go.
Show you guys. I'm on a public sidewalk. And I'm zoomed in by 2 times, so that's 3 times right there. So I'll give you guys a little rundown to how close I really am. I'm more than 50 feet away on a public sidewalk. I'm not a part of the mainstream media. I'm independent, right? So I'm not going to stand with the mainstream media. So there's that. Trying to bark orders with his AR-15.
Can you do this?
Hey.
How could you do this to me?
Fucking fucked up. Who are you?
Don't worry about who he
Not
is.
cool.
Worry about
Who
who
are you?
I am.
Why don't you
Can you
guys
chill
get
out
on
on my
camera when you
face,
guys
please?
did her house?
Can you chill out on my face?
You guys
please? Who are
trashed
you?
her house.
I'm with them.
That was so
What's your name?
unnecessary.
I'll answer questions.
All my
Don't
cats
answer
are gone.
questions. I'm
Hey,
asking you
hey,
now.
you, mister. Hey, you.
I'm asking
All
you
my
now,
cats are
honestly.
gone. There is tear gas in
You
my
can't
house.
go in there.
All the broken
There's
windows.
holes in the fucking wall.
There's holes.
Like,
There's
everything's
doors.
trashed.
Who did this?
Why did you need
Hold
to
on.
do
Who
that?
did this?
Why did you guys need
hey,
to do
calm
that?
down,
In
calm
order to
down,
fucking
calm
look
down.
for somebody. Seriously, why? I don't understand. Why did
Now,
you guys
pause
do
it real
this?
quick. Pause it real quick.
Answer my question.
Yeah, answer
Why?
my question.
Why did you
You.
guys do this?
Pause
This
it.
one's a
This
deaf
is
mute.
fucked up, man.
What's going
Answer
on
my
here?
question.
What did you do to my house?
Did you hear me?
What's
Did
your
you hear
name?
me?
I don't answer questions. So we're looking for
Answer
somebody, and you look really, really similar to him.
Why did you
So you
trash
can
it?
either answer it and help
Oh,
yourself
this is
out,
not my
or I can
son.
just identify you in my own
Not
way.
my
It's up to
son.
you.
Trash our
Somebody
house.
with a
Dumbass.
felony warrant that you look exactly like, that I have a picture
Really?
of.
So that calls for you
So I'm
to
asking
trash
you
our
to just
house.
be cool
You
about
guys
it.
couldn't
Huh?
look without
He's looking at the
You
picture
guys
right
couldn't
now.
look
Is that your
without
sergeant?
trashing it.
Yes, Are he you a is. sergeant?
That's
No,
bullshit,
I won't talk to
man.
you then.
You guys couldn't look without trashing it. That's
Hey.
so
Windows.
fucked
Hey.
up.
Look at
Hey.
this door.
Can you guys calm down so I
I'm
can
sorry,
record
I'm
this?
sorry.
I need to record this. Everybody calm down.
Okay.
Fucked up.
This guy is
fucked up.
This guy
Here's
is.
a fucking protect shirt.
So who are you? Why do
I'm not going to answer
He has been
questions.
filming you, and all of them.
Okay.
He is
You're
not
not going
my
to identify
son.
yourself?
He is not.
Are you going to identify yourself?
Can you back up?
Are you going to identify yourself?
Can you please back
Are you
up?
going to identify yourself?
Can you please back
Are
up?
you going to
That is
identify yourself?
not-
Can you please back
Okay.
up?
Hi, Andy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
That's
dude.
cool.
I met him up at the corner.
Where's your ID?
I don't have one.
You don't have it on you. Awesome. So go ahead and stand up for me.
You don't read it first, but I got my phone gun.
Yep. Let me ask you a quick question. You don't have any idea on your own whatsoever, right?
I met him up at the corner because I was crying so hard.
Okay.
No! What the fuck? The guy was just helping. What are you guys doing? He was helping us. He was filming you. And they were filming you. And they were filming you. You've been filmed by all my neighbors.
This whole incident has been filmed since the moment both of us stepped out of our cars. Okay.
Yeah, but by
We're
civilians.
here for a call for service. Okay.
But I told you,
I know who you
just
are.
go in the
I don't
house.
need to identify him. I need to identify this guy. If he's going to refuse to identify us, we're going to identify
You don't
himself.
like it because he's got you on. You
It's
don't
it's
like
still
it.
recorded.
You don't,
If I didn't
you
like it, I
don't
wouldn't
like
put it
it because he's got you on film. He was filming up at the corner.
up. I don't care.
Yeah, sure you don't.
I wasn't.
Oh,
here.
that one does.
He's doing that because of his reaction.
We
And the
told
way he's
you.
not
I don't know
gonna
who he is.
identify himself.
What reaction? What reaction? My reaction for not giving my name?
Okay.
But I don't know who he is. I
Okay.
know who
So
his name is.
for your house and the concerns of your house.
Yeah.
Okay. Contact Lieutenant Gilbertson. He's our internal affairs
You don't get
lieutenant.
to tell me who to contact.
Lieutenant, that lieutenant he's referring to is ass.
Okay, that's
Garbage.
I'm gonna relay to you.
And you killed everything, I think, except my one cat.
Who has?
The tear gas. And they let them all out.
Okay. And
I told them.
apologize for
Oh,
what's
I
happened.
told them.
Okay.
I told them.
Okay. So we're gonna figure out this for the rest of your house. I don't know. Okay. Hopefully you have homeowner insurance because that will cover.
Homeowners, I have to have cop watchers insurance because you are a bunch of fuck ups. You've always been fuck ups. Come on, you're all over
He
the
said
news.
I got cop watching.
Yeah, all you damn cops are crooked. How dare you go in my house and tear it up like this?
Okay.
And-
Well,
and
if
put
you have
tear
any other
gas.
concerns,
Concerns?
through us.
What are you talking about? Concerns. 7 of my cats are missing.
Okay, ma'am, I'm gonna end this conversation.
Good. Bye bye. Bye bye now.
Is this his phone?
Bye bye now.
Okay, I'm gonna make it clear.
We called in because we had a situation that they trashed our house. Now I need to fucking talk to somebody. Fuck that, man. Thank you. I'll call them and fix it. Hey! What the fuck? Did you guys arrest that guy?
He's being questioned about his identity.
He's not my brother. That guy was out here live streaming to TikTok or whatever.
And
He's not related
it
to
still
Andy.
is.
Why is he in trouble?
Because he failed to identify himself.
So what? He's not Andy's. You guys can pull up Andy's picture and look. You can clearly see it's not him. Clearly see. Picture you guys got cut paper. Here's the second card. Get that, man.
Now, were they driving or what?
No. I was in the back of the cop car. Not that cop car, but the other one.
Oh, okay.
In handcuffs, by the way.
Got it.
His phone is still recording.
That's recording all day.
Now, what did he say? He said his phone is still recording.
Yeah, he was like, "Don't worry about it. We've been recording too."
Okay.
We'll be right back. Okay.
This makes me log on like 50 times. Stand by.
So at this point, I already gave them my name. Because I was in so much pain.
So you said you give him your name? You gave him your name, right? Or you gave him...
Yeah, so I already gave them my name at this point, and they're running my name in the system, and they pull up the picture of my DMV picture, and they're like, "Yeah, that's him," and you can hear him laughing. Just wait.
Oh shit! I didn't know. Oh. Hold on.
This thing makes me log on like 50 times. Stand by.
You can show me player now for a second. Yes, sir.
It keeps logging out. I don't know why it might be down.
Do you hear that screaming in the back? That's me. That's me screaming. Let me the fuck go. I'm hurting.
Okay.
That was like immediately hostile.
Oh yeah. And he came out with that damn gas mask on. I asked him multiple times, I don't answer your questions. I'm like, bro. And the way he came out, like he's trying to get out of there. Hold on a second. He looks just like that dude. Just he has more facial hair here than that picture.
You hear him say that's him?
He does look like him.
That's who I really am.
Yep.
You like what I wrote?
Oh yeah. And that's you talking, right?
Yep. You hear me say shit?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure. There you go. Thanks for the lawsuit. Fucking look at this shit, guys. Look at this.
Wow.
And I need the call number too. What? The call number, so I could pull up the records for the body.
That little car, that car right there, that's the cop car I was in the back of.
There you go. You can
Right.
that one. I don't have a pen.
Take a note. Take a note. Actually, you're recording, right? 163116.
Thank you, Sergeant, for being cordial.
cordial.
Now, pause
Yep.
it, pause it.
Next time somebody actually identify yourself because you look like somebody.
It's not a
you
crime,
should
though.
Do that.
It's not a crime.
You look like somebody that committed a crime.
DJ,
How
pause
Not
it.
a
about
crime.
differentiate yourself so you're not that person? That's so easy.
Dude, you should
All right.
just
Can you hear
shut
me?
the fuck
You guys are
up.
dismissed. Have a good
Can
night.
you hear me?
See you later, Shade.
That
I'm
dude
putting
should
this in my
shut.
pocket. You know I don't have weapons.
Okay, go ahead. I already searched you.
He fucked up. He knew he fucked up.
No, it's fine. I'll do it.
And he said the cuffs wasn't tight and that you wouldn't loosen them. He said, "Oh, just turn over."
All right, pause it real quick.
All right.
And you as a sergeant, man, come on.
When I told the sergeant, thanks for being cordial, right? I only said that because I knew it was going to piss off Rodriguez.
Oh man. I kind of figured that.
You look at him. Look at him. He's like Down syndrome looking almost. Like fucking Kyle Rittenhouse, but with special needs.
Wow. Yeah, he looked something wrong with him.
You should have known better. You should be like, "Hey, he's asking to loosen the cuffs just a little bit."
And
It's
the
more than
sergeant,
just YouTube now.
you could tell by the sergeant. You could tell by the sergeant's demeanor that they fucked up. You could tell.
YouTube, Instagram.
The sergeant's looking like, fuck, dude. Like, man. Because I don't even think the sergeant was tripping. I don't even.
No.
Because the
he
sergeant
wasn't.
never told him arrest him, right?
No, the sergeant didn't do shit. The sergeant was just standing there.
He was
And
like,
then
okay.
Rodriguez is the one that escalated everything. You could
Graham,
tell
all
by
of
his
it.
demeanor.
Mostly Instagram, but
Right.
Plenty of them, unfortunately, so I don't know. Yeah, we get over here. Okay, awesome.
all right,
See you later,
dismissed.
Shane.
Yep.
Have a
Walk
good
of
night,
shame.
Shane.
Tyrants like you, man, that makes America great.
Wow. Wow.
Hours later, after being tackled by Fountain Police in Colorado, Fountain Police Department in the state of Colorado. The wrist is still swollen and hurting. You see the marks still on my wrist. Pants are still covered. I got tackled by Fountain Police Department in Colorado for not giving my name. They have a right to ask, but I have a legal right to deny answering their questions since I committed no crime or broke any law. So we're celebrating the lawsuit that's going to be incoming from the Fountain Police Department. If you guys haven't already, please smash that like button and subscribe if you have not. I'm going to show you the back of my clothes, how dirty I am. So yeah, guys, make sure you guys like, comment, and let me know what you guys think down below about Fountain Police in the state of Colorado. Y'all be safe and God bless. And here's the video.
All right. And y'all make sure y'all do go and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed to Police 719, I would appreciate it. Because he needs our support, and not only that, he has great content over there. And thank you for doing what you do, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I took the ass whooping for you guys.
There we go. Same here. Same damn here. Y'all gonna have to whoop my ass to violate my rights. Fuck that.
And again, I was a cop for 4 years. I was in the military, and the way they treated me, man. You
took the oath twice. So,
yeah.
Which is crazy. And the thing is, I think both of us prior law enforcement, so we can both speak on these things. And I had to get out because I had integrity. I didn't want to be a part of that bullshit system, fucked up
You know,
culture. So
I tell people this, man. You take an oath in the military and as a cop or whatever to protect this country from foreign and domestic terrorists
right,
with all cause. So if that
right,
means giving your life up, that means giving your life up.
right,
And
right,
I'm going to take that oath to my grave
right,
until the day I die. And right now, my own war is fighting for we the people to have our freedoms back and not to be slaves of this government and this tyranny of a police force that we have, where
right,
they want to body slam people and and kill innocent people, and it's sickening. It's a disgrace to the men and women I've lost overseas. It's a
right,
disgrace for the war I fought for me to come home to be thrown to the ground for not giving my name. How was I aggressive? He said I was aggressive. I came out hostile. I was never raising my voice. I was calm with him, just the way I'm talking to you. And if he would have asked me and be like, "Hey, man, all right, you're being detained. Put your hands behind your back," I would have. He didn't have to go to the other level of being fucking excessive and want to be ego hungry. He didn't have to, but he chose to, right? It's the decision you make, the consequences you have in life that gets you where you are.
right, right,
You know,
right,
and for him to do what he did, I don't hate the man. I don't hate him because we're human. We make mistakes, but look at it as a lesson learned. Don't ever treat someone else like that.
right. And I want to be safe. What happened to you wasn't a mistake. That was definitely intentional. Um, but I appreciate you being on the show, man, today. I think this is your second episode being on the Kdot Experience. Was it justified? I think you started the first one with me. Um, so I
We should
appreciate
do
you.
one more video real quick.
What?
The train one. Are
You
we
know
gonna
what?
save that one for a different one?
Huh? Yeah, we're gonna say
What?
that for a different one. We're gonna say that for a
Okay.
different
Okay.
But anything, I want you to, before you leave, you gotta leave your final thoughts, man.
Yeah. What do you want my final thoughts on?
The whole thing, the whole shebang,
With mine and the woman
everything,
getting pat down? Okay.
everything.
Again, guys, I want to start off with this. Thank you guys for, supporting, all of us in the cause that we fight for. I want to start off with that. And I want to thank every single one of you personally from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate you guys for what you do. Watching our videos, sharing our videos, commenting. We only do half the work. The other half is you guys. And truly, truly much love to all of you. Second one, y'all be safe out there. And, definitely watch your back and, and keep the peace with people. Don't be aggressive. Love, you don't know what people are going through. Now the male officer that you encountered in Aurora, I feel like every cop should be that way, of giving their name immediately, being cordial, collective, and not aggressive, not barking orders. I didn't see that part. He did that. I'm sorry that happened, but if he would have just kept it cool, everything would have been fine. Him patting down the woman while she was pregnant or being not pregnant, it doesn't matter. I feel like, again, guys, this is just my opinion. I feel like it should be policy in every police department, in every city throughout the nation, of it, asking a woman, "Hey, would you like a female officer present?" Or something along those lines. I don't think male officers should have the right to frisk a woman, regardless.
Right.
That's just my opinion, though.
I
Number
agree.
two, and I give the cop credit for doing doing his due diligence, doing his due diligence by handcuffing the woman in the front, making sure that they were not too tight, and double locking them. I think I give that guy props for that. He didn't have to do that, but he chose it out of the kindness of his heart. Now, what happened to me, can happen to anybody. They and I'm not saying every cop is like that, because it's not true. What happened to me could happen to any of you, for any reason. I committed no crime. It was a clear violation of my Fourth Amendment right of not giving my name. If you committed no crime, it wasn't like it was a traffic stop. They just walked up on me and said, "Hey, I want your name. You look like someone." That's profiling, right? Just because I look like someone is not a crime, and
Right.
so there's that, right? And so not every cop is like that. So, and it can happen to any of us for any reason. I got my rights violated. I got assaulted and battered and harassed by a cop that was ego and angry and upset for no reason while I was being calm. What if I was aggressive? Would I have been shot? Would I have been tased? Would I have been maced? These are what if questions. Just definitely, stay alert and stay focused. And not every cop is bad, and that's something I vouch for. I'm anti-bad policing and bad cops. I support the good cops. We need good cops, but we also need to get rid of the bad ones to make the good ones stand out.
All right. And I appreciate your final thought, man. My final thought is, I don't think he was justified as far as patting that woman down. If anything, if he was a logical thinker, he would have took seconds to at least call it in. As far as the female officer can be in the area for a pat down, and let's just say if there wasn't one, at least it would just displayed over the radio as well. That documented saying that there's no female officer available right now for a pat down. And then, you know what I'm saying? Because then it's documented he at least asked for one, or at least asking the female at the scene, do you feel comfortable with me patting you down, finishing the rest of the pat down, or finishing the rest of the arresting procedure, or would you like a female officer? Giving her that choice to where that it's off you and it's on her. Because if she states that that's fine, you can pat me down, you know what I'm saying? Then that clears you from any type of wrongdoing, and it's at least recorded. And that's why I'm saying body cameras are so important. It serves you a better interest, if anything, because it keeps you accountable. So as far as PTP situation, I thought it was gross the way the young officer was acting, Rodriguez. Shame on him 1,000 times. And I thought his ego. He allowed his ego to win and portray a particular type of his character, and that's probably just who he is. He seems like a weirdo. He is a weirdo. And again, shame on him. And he shouldn't have did that to you, PTP. And he violated so many rights of yours. And I hope you sue the shit out of him. And I want to be clear, there is no more qualified immunity. So he just fucked up, him and the sergeant. So I appreciate everybody here in the chat. I want to thank you. I want to thank no question about it. I want to thank Jazzy J, R&R, Liz Solomon, Undoctrinated. Appreciate you being here. Diesel for We the People News. Liz, Revolt, El Ramirez. I'd like to even thank Kelly C for being here. Appreciate your comments. I wasn't trying to be an asshole, but when we're talking about situations like this, I need you to be just as serious, because we want to make sure our citizens are being treated fairly, and nothing's a joke about that. And not only that, if you're going to debunk something, make sure you have facts to debunk that. And you didn't present any; these are just your comments. So, Lucky 225, John, Nicola, appreciate you being here. Hawk Fam, Tofa Life, Ramona, thank you for being here. McDonald, appreciate you being here. Young, thank you for being here. Who else? Howard County Observer, thank you. Ghost Ego, thank you for being here. See who else we got. Because I want to try to get as many people as we can. If I did get you, I apologize. I already said no question about it. Yeah. So thank you guys. I think I got everybody. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you, PTP, for being here, sir, for doing the show with me. And
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Until next time, make sure you record the police. Always be safe while doing it. And yeah, be good to each other and be good to yourselves, because that's important. So it's your boy DJ Kdot, the party, and I'm out.
Much love, guys. Stay safe.
One.